And just for transparency, you mentioned Kanye here. Do you know Kanye West personally, by any chance?
Nah, I don't know Kanye West personally by any chance. I don't even think I ever been in the same room as Kanye. And I don't been in a lot of rooms. But like when Kanye, Jay-Z, and I probably want to say Nas, probably like the only rappers I ain't been in the room with. And then when I say a room, I mean any room, a backstage room, a meeting, anything like that. I'm probably the three like rappers I ain't really never been around, been in their presence just on some like lightweight kicking it or recording and like that. But Kanye do know who I am though, for a fact.
Care to share how?
Nah, I don't really care to share how. I don't really care to share how. Cause that don't even matter cause they may think I'm lying anyway, so it's like I don't care to share how. But he know who I am. He know who Jose Guapo is. I'm bigger than the mayor in Atlanta, so it's like, how could you not know? But he know, like, I was just throwing it out there just to throw it out there. But he know.
And speaking of the mayor, is that a position you ever feel or you foresee or want to run for at a later point in life?
Nah. I'll let somebody else, like, I construct one of the bros that actually go to school for something, and once they go to school for something, I would construct them to be the mayor, and I would just back their campaign. But I wouldn't want to be the mayor, cause it's like you got to deal with too much. I already got a lot to deal with as just an artist, as the responsibilities and being the role model or whatever. Cause I've been told you I'm now like a role model. You know what I'm saying? I hit the club, stand on couches, pop gold bottles. So. But now I see, we are role models. These people gonna look up to us whether we want them to or not. Like once they take their liking into us, they gonna look up to us whether they want to or not. Cause I know when I was young, I looked it up to Jim Jones, U.S. Santana, Dipset, and Wayne. So it's like, and Wayne always said he was not a role model. He made it clear, like, listen to your parents. Don't listen to me. Just listen to my music. Don't listen to me or do what I do. Do what your parents say do and listen to your parents. But I still was listening to Wayne and listening to Jim Jones. So that's what you get when you get me. Like you get Wayne and Jim Jones mixed together. Put them in a pot, shake it up. You got Jose Guapo.
And speaking of Lil Wayne or Jim Jones,
Tunchi, Capo.
do you know either of them?
Yes,
personally?
I know both of them. Well, I know Jim Jones. Like Jim Jones, my favorite rapper over Wayne. And when I say favorite rapper, I'm not saying lyrically wise. Like that's what he was saying in the interview when he was talking about Pusha T and all that. Like he was saying like, do they want to dress like him? You know what I'm saying? Do they want to talk like him? All the girls want him. You know what I'm saying? So that's Jim Jones' demeanor is what got me into Jimmy. Like it ain't even his music, his songs. Of course, we love the ballin'. I love that whole Hustler P.O.M.E album. I know it from the back to the front. But yeah, it's just like I was influenced by Jim Jones and Lil Wayne.
And how many times have you been around either of these two?
I actually met Wayne in Miami. I only been around Wayne probably like twice. But T, his guy T, when he be like, roll up the weed, T, that's my man. Shout out T if you see this, which I know you is. Shout out to T, you know I'm still here, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for what you did that night when we was leaving Club Live and I had tooth pain and you was there to, do what the doctors needed to do. Thank you, T. And also thank you for showing me how to properly roll up backwoods way back then. But yeah, when I pushed up on Wayne, before I say that, I'll tell you about me pushing up on Wayne. It's a lot of artists in this game that you'll run into, rappers or whatever, and you may like them or you may like their music or you may like how they kick it in their videos or whatever, then you'll meet them in it and it won't be the same thing. You'll leave with like, man, I ain't even really, somebody got to be around here routes or something, man, because he ain't on that. And, no, Wayne is who he say he is. And let me straighten something up for people. A lot of people think Wayne is an asshole. he's actually not an asshole, bro. Like, he really one of the coolest. For him to be as that big of an artist that he is, and when we went around him, bro, we was probably like 16, 17 deep, young niggas. Like, he ain't have nobody with him but T, and then what's the DJ from Stevie J? He ain't have nobody with him but T and Stevie J, and then when he went to the studio, he ain't have nobody but the engineer and T, cause T roll his weed up. He get paid $100,000 a year just to roll up Wayne weed, by the way. I ain't mean to put your business out there, but, you know, I got to pop it for you if you ain't going to pop it. Yeah, so basically, boom, back to the story. When we pushed up on Wayne, it wasn't really like my occasion to push up on Wayne. I was just with the Migos. I'm with the Migos, and they pushing up on Wayne. So when we pushed up on Wayne, once again, he did not just talk to the Migos. He greeted everybody. You know what I'm saying? Then we had to wait on him. He skated for like an hour, 30 minutes, no longer than 2 hours at the moment. So we basically had to wait at the skate park for him to go to the studio, for him and the Migos to even work. So we waiting at the skate park. While we waiting at the skate park, man, them folk just was showing very hospitality. Like, and I told you, it's not many people there. So it's him, T, Stevie J, they're just showing very hospitality, like giving us weed to smoke, you know, other things to do that we may want to do, you know what I'm saying, letting us play on the skateboard or whatever. He's just very down to earth, but when he's skating, he's serious. He's not out there playing, like, you can't go over there skating by him when he's skating. Like, his skate park is huge, first of all, so it's enough room for you to go way low there and try to do your little play skating that I was doing. You know what I'm saying? But I was too scared to fall at that time. I was already having T-pain too, so I just did a little jump on the skateboard, jump off joint. I ain't really do too much. Boom, make a long story even shorter. We left the skate park, went to the studio. So Wayne still being my favorite rapper, even though I know I'm that nigga, and I'm Jose Guapo at the time, whether Wayne know who I am or not, I still didn't give a fuck. Like, this Wayne, this Tunchi, like, I didn't kick the too cool role, and I definitely didn't do the extra spaz out groupie motherfucker. I just kept it cool, like, and cordial, but the fact that please believe me that I was enjoying the moment, that I was around one of my favorite rappers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about in the chill mode too, like, not the shades on. No, this is a chill mode, like, I watched him do the same studio thing that he say he do. Like, I seen him making his coffee. It's that front room that sit outside the studio for like the guests or whatever, where the TV be at. It was on ESPN. He walked in that room several times, because that's the room I was chilling in. I went in the studio room, because once again, I told you, it wasn't my occasion. So I would never force myself into somebody else's situation trying to benefit me. I'm going to mind my business and wait my turn, because I know it's coming. So I sat in there with T, but Wayne is steady coming back and forth to this room because he got to come get his blunts from T, and plus ESPN is on in this room. So he's coming in here watching ESPN. While I'm sitting there, I just want to say something to him, bro. Like, I just want to say something to him, but it's like, we already done did the what's up part and all that. He already done gave us dap and showed us love, so it's like, I don't want to say nothing that's just super burnt out. That just sound like I'm overdoing it, just trying to just talk to Wayne just to talk to Wayne. So the conversation of promethazine codeine came up or whatever. I already knew the answer to the question, but I just wanted to holler at him and see how his response was gonna be to me as far as us just dialoguing about that. So I was just basically asking, like, what do you have to have? Like, what illness or sickness do you really have to have for you to be prescribed promethazine codeine? Ooh. And, you know, he went into breaking it down for me and all that and let me know things and stuff like that, just about doctors and different things like that. So I did get like a little one-on-one conversation with him a little bit, and I enjoyed that, man. That was enough for me, man. Like, you know, and then just still being in his presence, because I told you, even though I went in the studio room, I was in the room with T while he rolling weed up at, and we watched TV. And but Wayne's constantly coming in this room, you know, the P.O.M.E coffee, you know, ice or whatever, you know, different little things that he need while he in an actual studio room. So yeah, that was a great time, and I left with the same feeling of, you know, this was my favorite rapper growing up. Nah, he ain't no asshole, man. I'm down to earth, man. Like, oh my god, like yeah, like, I love like I fuck with Wayne, I fuck with Tune, I fuck with Tune.
And did any of that music from that studio session end up
Yeah,
seeing the light of day?
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I only heard the songs like after we left, and you know we put the aux on and stuff like that. I didn't even, like I told you, I didn't go in the studio room or none of that. You know, I was just doing me. I was just kicking my pee, popping my pee in the chill room. You know what I'm saying? It's not my occasion, like I told you. So yeah, so it's like basically, yeah, I heard the song, and some of them songs are out right now with millions of streams that people are listening to. Long Live Takeoff.
Care to share the names of any of those songs that?
I can't really remember because once again, I told you, they're not even my song. But any songs that you like hear that's Migos with Wayne on it, Wayne and featuring Amigos, or Migos featuring Wayne, or Takeoff and Lil Wayne, I heard it before it came out.
And how long ago was this?
This was
You may have said it, but just in case, just to...
when I met Wayne.
Yeah.
The whole Wayne thing.
Yeah, the whole Wayne Migos scenario there.
This was I can't even. This probably like
Rough estimate.
2015.